much chagrin and wailing and gnashing of teeth, I am almost ready to try this thing again with the the LocalTalk bridge. So what I've done, what haven't I done? I have installed several things. I've installed the Internet Router 2.0, sort of. I sort of installed it. I had a hard time getting it installed, so I just moved the stuff over into my existing system folder. And I have also installed Apple Share Workstation 3.5, I want to say. So I need to make sure that network is on here. Where's network? There's network right there. Router is right there. So I've also moved a few other things over. I brought disk copy over and just some other stuff that I might need. Unfortunately, with disk copy, I don't have enough RAM to mount images on my desktop because I've only got a 1 meg system right now. Now I have the 4 meg upgrade kit, which I'm going to do soon, but I really just kind of wanted to get this done before I did the hardware stuff. So let me look here and see if my network is on here. If it's not on here, I may have to restart. I'll probably have to restart. Oh, no, network's right there. How about that? Has not been installed correctly. Come on. Okay. Looks like I have some more stuff to figure out here. So let me see what I can find out. When I took everything out of the disk image on my other computer and I put it onto the SCSI drive, and I made a file out of it, and I just put everything on that file onto a physical floppy. But when I tried to install it, it says it couldn't install onto my boot up drive because since it's the main startup disk, it can't be installed upon. So I don't know exactly why, but we're gonna have to do a few things and try to get this figured out. Once again, another snag. We'll get it. It's just gonna take some time. Okay, so the way we power this up, okay, is you turn on all the drives first, right? Drive, and then we'll turn on the SideQuest drive there. All right, come over here. Why don't you grab that chair right there so you can sit with Dad and help. Okay, now, there's a little light right here on this one. See how it's flashing green? Yeah. When it stops flashing, let me know. Watch it. Is it good? No more flashy? Good. Yeah. Okay, now we'll turn on the computer back here. And we'll watch this guy boot.
We already saw like bing.
Well, it's got to boot up, so watch. See? Now we'll start to see some weird guys come up down here on the bottom. Watch the bottom of the screen over there, Janie. Yeah, it's pretty silly, huh?
You know that.
Yeah, that guy's pretty silly looking.
Probably get them to see a closer look. If we can get back. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, so now that this computer is on, we're going to turn this guy on. And we turn this guy on by plugging it in, right? Boop. And let's make sure the power light is on.
Power light on.
Yep. Now we'll turn this computer on.
Why? You know I could just turn it on.
Yeah? So we're trying to make this computer talk to this computer. That's what we're trying to do here, okay?
Then why did you plug something into that one?
And so we're going to make sure everything's plugged in just right.
Okay, tell me how to do it and I'll get ready.
Okay, let's see. So the line button. Okay, look over here. See these lights?
Yeah.
The top one is the power button. The bottom one is the line button. Then you have TX and RX. See that? We were just outside fishing, so our hands are kind of dirty, huh, Jane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All right. I got this one booting up.
We just wanted to catch a yummy fish for our dinner tonight.
Looks like we got both TX and RX going bonkers there.
Daddy, is today a special day?
Today?
Uh-huh.
Of course it's a special day.
What day is it?
Well, it's Sunday, but we're going to get these computers talking to each other today, hopefully.
Have you done it before?
Nope, but I'm going to try today.
How can you do it if you never know how to do it?
Well, I know how to do it, but I have not been able to do it. I have not been successful yet. Okay.
So you keep trying until I come up and surprise you?
We're going to keep trying. That's our shared folder, our share folder right there.
No one should get up.
As soon as this computer finishes booting up. Okay, let's just make sure that file sharing, just make sure. We want to make sure file sharing is turned on. We know it is, but we're going to check anyway.
Yeah.
File sharing is on. Right on.
And this lamp is on too.
Okay, we'll go to the chooser. Okay, Apple Share
I took this
is
lamp
active.
off.
Now we're going to go over here and we're going to open the chooser. And we should see a file server that says something. Okay? We're going to click on Apple Share. Why all of a sudden is it showing up?
Is it going to talk to that computer?
Hold on, we're going to push pause on this and see what we got going. Miracle has happened for one reason or another, and I don't
Regular Daisy Dad for the last.
I don't know what reason, but all of a sudden it's working. I didn't do anything different. I've been working on this for months. Now all of a sudden the same series of things, the same order of operations has worked. Look. Look at that thing right there. I can,
Working.
yeah, it's working. Look, I can open up this folder and I can see the stuff that's in here. Look. Right there. There it is. AB day there.
AB day there.
AB day there, huh? So now, okay, all kinds of crazy stuff can happen because let's look up.
Looking up stuff. You didn't download to look up stuff at.
I don't know why it worked. That's crazy. I've done the same thing 300 times. Look, I'm connected right there as a guest.
Wow, it's working on this one too.
So this computer is the guest, and this computer is the host. So it's a server and a client. Can you say server and client?
Server and client.
That's right. This is the client, and this is the server.
server.
That's right. That's exactly right. Good job, Jane. I don't know why it's working all of a sudden, but this is an incredible day for me.
Dad did it 364 times.
At least 364 times. I've done this, I don't know how many times, but all of a sudden,
More than you can count.
more than I can count, all of a sudden it's working. I have no idea why. What a cool thing. So, here's a thought. Let's find something over here that can run on that other machine. And we'll try to transfer it over and see if it works, huh? What do you think, Jane?
Sure, we can do that.
Want to try that?
Of course I do. You're my daddy.
Yeah, I am your dad.
And you're
Wow.
foot fishing. So don't be mad.
Well, what could we move over? I've already moved almost all this stuff over, but... Font DA mover. Sure, let's do that. I don't know what it is exactly, but let's do it. So, Jane, in order to make this work, we just grab this guy. Look over here. We grab this guy, whatever we want to move, and we stick it into the share folder right here. Boop. See that?
Yeah, can I do it with this one?
And we should see it pop up over here, maybe.
It popped up.
See that?
Can I try?
So now we can put that onto our computer wherever we want to put it. Let's stick it in disk 128. Why? Because we can. And it copies it over.
It should pop up on that one.
Well, it can. So if you want to put something from here over to here, it can do the exact same way. But you just...
But they're not plugged in the same way. But they're not plugged in the same plug.
So look, let's say we want to put something... Let's say we want to transfer Carmen Sandiego. Look here. See that right there?
Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah. Let's say we want to put Carmen Sandiego on the other computer. Look. All we have to do is grab it. Are you looking?
Yes.
And then move it over here. There isn't enough room on the disk to duplicate or copy the selected items. Well, that's weird.
Well, let me try. I'm a master at making things work.
So we can move stuff from here to
Let
here.
me try.
Hang on. No, don't touch it yet. But we can't move stuff from here to there. That's really weird. I don't know why that is, Janie. Well, we're gonna find out.
Yeah, by doing it again. Can I try now?
No, we're gonna pause the video and we're gonna do some investigation and we're gonna see what we see. Okay.
Stay tuned for part 3 again.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
stay tuned. Okay, I have a mounted drive. It is the shared drive. I am showing connectivity. This is registered as Mac Plus. So when I go here and select Get Info, Sharing, I have the owner as Mac Plus with read and write privileges. Mac Plus with read and write privileges. Give everybody read and write privileges. So everything should be good, but unfortunately right now I can only read from this. I can't write to it. So if I want to take this and move it onto a disk, I can, but when I try to move something from here to the share, it says there isn't enough room. And it's showing 0K in disk and 0K available, so it's not letting me do this, and I don't know exactly why. But what I'm going to do right now, before I do anything else, is I am going to attempt. Let me see if I can get into my access privileges here. I really don't want to shut this down because I'm afraid I won't get it back. So share is owned by Mac Plus. I should be able to see the folders, see the files, and make the changes. Which means I should be able to add, but I can't. So I don't know why, but we're so much closer than we were. I mean, I can already put stuff onto this computer, which is fantastic. I just can't take anything off, and I don't know why. Or I can't share anything from here. I'm not sure why. So,
Boo!
hi Daisy.
Hi.
So, major progress, but we're still not quite there. So, we're gonna do what we can to figure this out, and I will hopefully be able to give you some more information here very shortly. Okay, well, we have a functioning network here, folks. Here's how we had to do it. Okay, I had to go into disk copy and create a disk image. Then I had to mount that disk image, and I had to I made it 200 megabytes or 160 megabytes, something silly like that. 160 megabytes is what it looks like. But here's the reason. If you look at OS 9 and you do a get info on it, okay? Let's just do that real quick. Let's do a get info. there's 15 point, it's a 15.87 gigabyte partition. The Mac Plus can't address anything that large. It can only address up to 2 gigabytes. So what I had to do was I had to create a 160 gigabyte virtual drive, and then mount it to my desktop and then turn sharing on for it. So you still have to go in with option or with control, and then do get info, and then go to sharing. So you still have to do all this, but I do have it shared. It's shared to the Mac Plus. And so what that means is that I can open up this drive here. I can open up documents. I can take this and I can stick it in this server. Okay. Now when I do that, I come over here, and within a very short period of time, shouldn't be too long at all, we will see that icon pop up over here. I say that and it's going to make a fool out of me. But kind of the way to do this would be to, let's see, why is it not showing up now? Anyway, the reason that we would do it this way is that it's got to be able to address that smaller size. So I can take stuff from here and I can stick it on this server, and it'll pop up on my side over there. So let's just close this out. Let's just see if that refreshes it. Yeah, that refreshed it. So you got to close it and open it to refresh it. But it is right there. So if I wanted to take something from here, like Font DA Mover, and stick it on the server, it'll copy it. Right? And then over here, magically, it appears. Right? So so it works perfectly now. And I'm using this LocalTalk bridge. I had to upgrade to Apple Share Workstation 3.5 over here, follow the startup instructions here. I didn't have to downgrade anything over here that I was afraid I was going to have to downgrade some stuff, but what you put on over here will come over here as long as you refresh the window. What you put on over here immediately pops up over here. So now I have a fully functioning Apple Share, Apple Talk network between these two computers, and I'm super jazzed about that. It's been a long, hard road getting to this point, but I am there. So really excited. Just to kind of show you real quick, let's do a run through. So I'm going to go into file sharing, and we're going to turn it off. And when I turn off file sharing, it's going to ask me a question: how many minutes until file sharing is turned off? If I put 1 minute or whatever, anything, it'll pop over here and say your server's about to close. I'm just going to say no minutes. We'll just close it. And then over here immediately, it says the file server has closed. Okay? So we're going to go into Chooser. And there should not be a server. There's not. So we'll go over here and we'll start file sharing. And it starts doing a few things on here. And then momentarily, magically, there it is. So we're going to click that, hit OK. I'm going to log in as Mac Plus, registered user, password. Okay, hit OK. And then server is actually the name of the disk image that I put together. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to use server. It's the only one that's going to work. So we'll hit OK. And then it should pop up right there as server. I can close my chooser out now. And then if you want to go over here and look at activity monitor, it shows Mac Plus as a connected user. Mac Plus right there is a network user. But it is loaded up. Everything works exactly as it should. I don't know exactly how I got here. I made a lot of changes and did a lot of things, and nothing that I seemed to try was working, but for some reason today when I fired it up, I've done it 3 or 4 times today, and it's worked every time. So maybe there was a permissions issue with a bunch of extra restarts and stuff, but whatever it is, it's working. So I now can start moving crap from all of my drives over to the eMac, and I can get online with the eMac, download whatever software I want to for the Plus, and just send it on over there. So earlier, and I don't know if I took a video of this. I'll know when I put this whole thing together, but it was showing 0K in disk and 0K available. That's because the volume size was much too large. It was multiple gigabytes, which is what I showed a second ago, versus 160 megabytes. So, really excited. This is the end of my journey on this particular project. So now I just get to have fun. I don't have to keep messing with crap. I get to actually have some fun now. So that's it. In case anybody has this issue in the future, Apple Share Workstation 3.5, Asante Talk, this has to be a crossover cable. This has to be an actual LocalTalk cable. And you need disk image over here to create a small virtual drive, and then set up file sharing, mount it, and then you should be able to do exactly what I've done. This is standard 6.0.8. I have lots of fancy crap in here. As you can see, I've got my little swirling thing. I've got a lot of extensions on here, but really it's just 6.0.8 with Workshare 3.5 installed. That was the kicker. That's what really got me home. So anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to log off, and I'm just going to have fun for the next couple of hours transferring stuff, because people like me like transferring stuff. That's what we have fun with. So awesome. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks.